Hey, ladies and gents, this is Izdoiz coming to you with a review of the Mythic Legion's Azahazzar action figure from Four Horsemen Toy Designs. You may notice that my voice is a little different, and that is because the pestilent power of Poxus preceded Azahazzar arriving at my home. It was either that or I visited a house that had a boogery kid. But anyway, I wanted to get this review out. I ordered some extras, and those got in before the all-in. So bear with me with my voice, and let's see if I can get this review done before succumbing to the pestilent power of Poxus. So here we are, Azahazzar. As a callous ruler of the Netherrealm, the demon king Azahazzar was a nightmarish legend feared by all. It was only when the dark god Poxus summoned him into the world of mythos that the nightmare became all too real for those on the mortal plane. Poxus's summoning had the side effect of Azahazzar being divided into the twin demons Azhar and Zazhar, as the generals of the circle of Poxus. Azhar and Zazhar spent ages searching for the plague slayer, Poxus's cursed bow, in hopes of bringing about his return. Upon his arrival, Poxus has now granted the demon twins their wish, recombining them into the mighty Azahazzar. As a commander of Poxus's armies, Azahazzar wields his power to destroy and beget life with a mere touch. Azahazzar, he who was two, has become one again, and he is a mighty, imposing, evil figure that inspires awe. The sculpt, the paint, the details, the silhouette, the stature, and this magical staff all serve to make him just, a badass, for want of a better word. Now, I had Azhar and Zazhar, which were the two demons that combined into one. One is blue, one is yellow. I have to say that I used my Azahazzar, my blue one, to make a custom Skeletor. So I'm left with parts of blue and a whole yellow demon. I wasn't that fond of the banana demon. I forget which one he is, Azhar or Zazhar. But I did really like the blue one. But for this occasion, I decided to combine them together and add some wings, so it kind of looks like, hey, the pop and swap, representing him recombining into his ultimate larger form. And so that's what we have here. Instead of just a plain blue demon or a plain yellow demon, you get the blue and you get the yellow, which of course combine to make green. Fun fact about Azahazzar, Nolan, Eric Treadaway's kid, did an interview at one of the G-Cons where he accidentally revealed and spoiled the fact that he was coming down the road. Now, as you know, the Four Horsemen are always very secretive about what's coming next. They like to surprise the fans. But I believe Nolan responded to a question by Cornboy when Cornboy asked which one was his favorite character. And he said, I like the one where the demons combine the yellow and blue to make the green. I like that big green demon. That's my favorite. And Cornboy just started laughing because that hadn't been revealed. So we got a very cool spoiler from Nolan, and that started the excitement for this figure. And everybody always tunes in to see what Nolan has to say, hoping that he slips up and gives us a hint of what's coming. So the excitement started, and then the Poxus wave, was in production, and it was delayed, and so it's been about 2 years we have been waiting for Poxus. I'm still waiting for my Poxus all in so I can review the rest of those figures for you. But I ordered some figures separately because I just thought, wow, Azahazzar and Azahazzar, I'm gonna want extras of these guys because they're awesome. There's a lot of wizards in this pack, which, as is Dwiz, I'm looking forward to them as well. But these big honking suckers, I really wanted, and I'm gonna review Azahazzar next because I love, fell in love with that guy when I saw him at Jihan. But let's take a closer look at what we get here with Azahazzar. He's so big that I have to put him really far away from the camera. One of the very cool things about him are these translucent effects that fit on the wraps around his arms, and you can sort of position those how you want. You don't have to take his hands off to put them on there. You do you can just crank them open there. I used heat on Azahazzar because, as we all know, that's an important part of getting these figures out of the package safely and making sure that the joints are moving and not stuck, because they have been in cold climates, and you want to make sure that the cold doesn't cause the figure to snap. As a matter of fact, there are instructions here for heating up your toys, to make sure that you use either a hair dryer or hot water, and you be very cautious with these because, as it says, the figures were sailing across a cold ocean on the back of a cold truck in a cold warehouse, and they've been on your cold porch. So take care and beware of that. But I had no problems with them. I just hit each one of the joints that I wanted to manipulate with the hair dryer, and I would much rather have tight joints like these have than loose ones. And just take that care. Don't be like those people that just completely get overexcited and just start cranking on these joints before heating them up. So anyway, let me show the fire effects, and these come off like so, slip off. I love translucent green. I actually think that these are going to go really well with some of those special edition green demons from Biblical Adventures. So this is another figure, as well as the Demetrius figure that uses the translucent green effects. And translucent green is one of my favorite things, with action figures. But hey, you can put them wherever you want. I mean, you could put him on his horns if you want. You could put him on his head. I'm just messing around here, folks, just to see how that looks. Anyway, he's got those cool wraps on his arm. The soft goods are really, really nice. We cannot ignore the epicness of this massive belt buckle, which is, Poxus, the image of Poxus, his boss. So he's ingratiating himself with the boss by putting this massive belt buckle there. Then he's got this loincloth. It's wired all around, and that is a purple, splendid purple. It's a nice touch here of this sort of fluorescent green coming up from the hooves. So he's, when he's standing in the netherworld, he's powering up from the bottom as well as the top. The really cool thing that I like about this sculpt is the fact that, just take a look at the detail there. And there are cracks on his face. And it's almost as if this fluorescent green lava or power or energy is seeping up through the cracks and then just, rippling all over his body, his arms, all of that. And so he's, very, very powered up with this green energy, this translucent green energy. And I assume that that's the power of life and death, and that his weapon there, which has a blue orb and a yellow orb, is combining those powers, and so he can wreak havoc and devastation wherever he goes. But the cool thing is, it's all these cracks and crevices. So like, lightning or lava or some combination of the two is bubbling up, and his green eyes are very, very striking. You can see how his face compares to the two halves that he had before. They look like him, but he is, of course, even more epic. He's got 4 horns instead of 2, and bigger and badder. And, even more cracks on this topographic map, more spikes on his head, bigger, more flamboyant ears, and of course the horns that curl and give him that really dramatic, nice silhouette. Another nice touch here in the fluorescent green are like some sort of runes or magical words inscribed here on his, these aren't pauldrons per se, or I guess they are pauldrons, but no, there's touches of purple there, very, subtle, purple, and then the green that I assume are magical incantations of some sort. The bifurcated ears are really, really cool. Makes him look really like, obviously, alien and demonic. And then the other thing that's cool are, obviously, all of this crackle, powerful, like crackling effect there. Very cool. I'm gonna have to strip this guy down at some point and see what he looks like with some different configurations. But very awesome, very broad-shouldered. You can see the scale compared to the 1.0, and he's giant. This is Krampus, which is scary and big and imposing himself, but as you can see, he is dwarfed by Azahazzar. So anyway, he comes with the weapon. So I would say that is his main accessory. You can pull that apart and make it shorter, make it longer, however you like. He comes with these 2 translucent green energy or magical effects, and he comes with a set of extra hands, the gesticulating hand and the one that he can use to hold. I popped out the gripping hand out of his right arm and put the gesticulating hand on, because I think that's really cool, and I also think it's neat how he can have that translucent green power. I'm going to set him up with Demetrius, I think, because Demetrius has that translucent green head and is working with the translucent green power. So they're going to be part of a, green sort of demon evil display. Maybe this guy will be his enforcer, but that's my own canon. You guys play with him how you want. The other cool thing is he's got this two-tone, and so the inside of his hands are sprayed lighter green, and then you can also see that on his torso. So it's not just a flat matte black, and it looks like exactly like I think the fact that they were wanting to achieve, which is that this green power is crackling up and taking over and going up his horns. So good job on portraying that on the hooves and on the paint. on the shoulders and on the head. So this is Azahazzar. Glad to see him back in his final form. Even though I liked Azhar and Zazhar, this guy is a real home run. Congratulations to the 4 Horsemen knocking this out of the park. And glad Nolan finally gets his favorite figure from the Poxus Wave to play with. And don't miss out. The Poxus Wave is shipping now, and they're having an in-stock sale, so get on it, and you won't be disappointed. Is the Wiz signing it out.